Hot weekend, so a lot of folks are headed to the beach this weekend. I know I'm going to go with my family, and you need to be extra careful because it's hot, the sun is out, and you could get sunburned. Joining me this morning with some interesting home remedies that you can actually do yourself is Dr. Melanie Palm, Director of Art of Skin, MD. Let's go ahead and start on the far side with some cucumbers and talk a little bit about what causes sunburns. Why does this keep happening when it's so preventable?
I know, it's such a good question. Usually it's lack of reapplication. Even on cloudy days, we're getting 80% of that sun.
Yes.
And people forget to use sunscreen on those days. So sunscreen first, protective clothing, avoid peak hours. But if you do start to get a sunburn, come indoors, and then we've got some do-it-yourself recipes.
Very good. Okay, so what are we going to do with the cucumbers?
So we've actually made a little paste here, and this is something that you can actually use on sunburned skin and just use it as sort of an application. It's a mix of yogurt, cucumber, and aloe vera. The cucumber cools, so does the yogurt, and the aloe vera has so many medicinal healing properties that it really cuts some of the redness and helps the skin heal a little bit faster.
So you just blend up the cucumber and the aloe vera, just kind of squeeze the juice in there?
You mix the yogurt, it sort of binds it. The protein that's actually in the yogurt cools the skin as well. And then we added baking soda, which also helps reduce some of the redness and soothes the skin as well.
Very good. Okay, what's next? We've got some tea.
So if you want to take like a tepid bath, I think this is a nice little trick. You can actually put tea bags into your bath water.
Okay, with you.
Yeah, and green tea in particular has so many antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties that there are actual molecules in this that are released that help soothe the skin, reduce the redness a little bit faster, and then if you really want to kick it up a notch, you can actually add fresh mint. Some of us may have just kind of growing in our backyard.
Right.
That has a cooling sensation. We all know that from gum.
Yeah.
It has that same effect if you actually put it in bath water as well.
Next, oatmeal. I like how all of these things, by the way, you can eat after you're done fixing your sunburn.
Yeah, they smell pretty good. Like this one's wonderful. So oatmeal, there's a sugar component called colloidal oatmeal. They're polysaccharides, and they actually coat the skin, and that protein helps the skin heal a little bit faster.
Okay.
So if you do want to buy an over-the-counter product, there's actually colloidal oatmeal packets you can put in your bath, or you can put good old oats in a sock and do the same thing and soak a bath with it.
In the sock, so it doesn't get all over the place in your hair and everything. Very good. Next, witch hazel.
Yeah, so witch hazel we use for a lot of things, and again, it evaporates on the skin. It's going to help it feel cooler, and it calms some of the redness and inflammation. So it's something that you can just put a little bit on a cotton swab and use it on the really most affected areas of redness on your skin.
Yeah, very carefully because it hurts. Okay, this looks like things we can get at the pharmacy too.
So lastly, if you're in the pharmacy aisle, Advil as soon as you can, or ibuprofen. It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. It's going to cut the redness, cut some of the inflammation. Use an over-the-counter hydrocortisone. You can get a prescription strength from a dermatologist if you come, and then your skin's going to be dry, so you want to make sure that you're using good moisturizing and shower gel ingredients with things like hyaluronic acid and ceramides.
Look on the back for say that again.
Hyaluronic acid and ceramides. One is a hydrating agent, the other is a natural fat that helps replenish the skin barrier.
And it'll just say that right on the back of the product.
Yeah, some of them are actually named kind of after ceramide, as those two, the Cetaphil and the CeraVe are.
So
and then
you know.
One last thing, HelioCare. It's an oral supplement fern extract that actually gives you a little bit more UVA coverage. So along with sunscreen, I have patients take that a couple hours before their sun exposure.
Very good. Okay, you can take that beforehand. Very good. Awesome. Thank you very much. People can contact you, Dr. Palm, by going to our website, fox5sandiego.com. Click on that. There's a brilliant inventor out there. This is what I want them to invent. Maybe you can work on this with the brilliant inventor. You guys can get in cahoots. I want a pill, Raul, that you take. You just pop the pill, and it'll be SPF 30 for the day, or you can take an SPF 15 pill, or 50, or whatever, and you're covered for the day. Doesn't that sound so simple?
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Make it happen.